City of Bones, the first book in the Mortal Instruments series, also known as the Shadowhunter series. I've watched the show, I've watched the movie. I know the basic beats and plot points I think that are within this book, but I don't know the rest of the series, which I just heard is gonna maybe now be a 23 book series, so that's wild. But I'm reading this today in what is potentially a part 1 video that will end in me reading every single one of the books in this series in a whole, like, book series video, if that makes sense. My name is Erilyn. If you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. I make reading content. That is just my thing now, and I enjoy it. I also do life vlogs, I guess. This is a huge series, so probably the biggest I'll ever have read in my reading career. I'm excited to read this and start the series, and if this video does well, I will continue vlogging and talking about the entire series. Maybe the next video will be books 2 and 3, and then so on and so forth, depending on the size that I want the videos to be. So let's get reading and talking about this book, and just gonna get this out of the way now. I talk about the books. I don't shy away from talking about what is within the books. So if you have not read the books and you're wanting to, don't watch this video, or at least just know and be prepared that there's going to be spoilers to what's going on, because I'm just going to talk about what's happening. Maybe not in full detail, but there's going to be spoilers, so just be warned. So I haven't started reading yet, was watching Cozy K's stream for a bit, but I have created a guide. So from my understanding, I went on the website. There's certain books that I probably just will not read, because like the Tales from a Shadowhunters Academy, that's like seems like a combination of a bunch of stories. I don't know if I'll read that. I want to read the main books of the series, and this is only part 1 as of now, just to see if I should continue making videos on the series. But I made a guide, and there is 6 books in the Mortal Instruments, which is, I think, the main core of the series. And then there's The Infernal Devices, which is 3 books, I hope. The Dark Artifices, which is 3 books. Then The Eldest Curses, which is 2 books. I don't know if I should be reading those ones. Seems that way. And The Last Hours, which is 3 books. So that equals out to 17 books if my math is correct. And this is the first. I'm scared, but it's fine. But only this one shows, like, it only shows up to the Infernal Devices. So I'm scared. I'm scared, guys. But I'm gonna start reading. I don't know how I'm gonna update. Seems like there's breaks. So it says like part 1, Dark Descent. So I would assume that there's a part 2 and 3 within this book. There's a bunch of like short stories at the end. I don't know if I'll read those. But I'm gonna read for a little bit. Or, yeah, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna at least read the first chapter. I don't know why I started recording when I was still chewing. This foreword at the beginning of the book seems spoilery. Like, it spoils a lot. I know the story. Like, I know certain beat points just because of the show, but I don't know how closely the show follows, so I don't know what I'm gonna get spoiled. There are fruit flies everywhere. Anyway, starting now. I'm not always one to talk about line delivery in books. I can tell, like, time period wise when this book was written, right? It has a very specific essence to it. Yeah, 2007. But just, he was prowling through the crowd as if he was looking for something. There was something about the way he moved that reminded her of something. I wonder what something. Yeah, I don't think there was a need to. It could have been like, with the way he moved, it reminded her of something. And I don't know, that just bugged me. And I needed to talk about it. It's starting off differently in a sense. Like because in the book, in the show, which is the one that I remember more, I'm pretty sure it was her birthday. And that was important. So Now I'm just waiting to see if there's any mention of her birthday. But that line just something of something of something. One of my favorite characters in the show was Simon, and this is just awesome. Also, I'm sleeping with your mom. I thought you should know. Him fully knowing she's not paying attention to anything, just saying the wildest shit to see if he can get her attention is awesome. How long is this chapter? Because I haven't. Oh my god, this is such a long chapter. Holy cow. Okay. I need to read. Okay. I finished the first chapter. It's so small. I'm intrigued. Obviously, I know where the story's going, right? But do I? I don't know anymore. I wonder if relationship dynamics will be different than they were in the show. I'm intrigued. It is funny though. There are lines that I'm chuckling at. Already, I have not watched the show in so long. But already getting teases to the, like, Clary's dad and, like, the box of trinkets and stuff. I don't remember how that scene plays out, but, like, I'm hyped. I just finished reading chapter 4. Her mom has gotten kidnapped, as expected. So I'm trying to remember the stele. I had to look up how the actor said it because I didn't want to say it wrong, and I'm pretty sure they're saying it the stele. And I was like, what's that called again? So he just is bringing her to the clave. Exciting things are happening. So she's gonna kind of be tossed. She got her first rune, which they changed the rune in the show. Because, like, the rune in the show that they had her first get was the one that's on here, like this one. But then she said it was described as, like, a bunch of circles. So, I don't know. I know I used to look up, like, the rune guides that they had. But I know that will be different, obviously. But I'm liking it so far. I feel thrown back in, and it's great. I love it.
You laying on it? No.
Good morning. It's actually 2 o'clock, but it doesn't matter. The cat is going insane today. I am continuing to read. That is all I need to say. Completely forgot that Isabel and Alec had a younger brother, Max. He was in the show, right? There was a child. Because I know the plot, I am prepared for the Jason Clary, your siblings thing. But it always confused me in the show how they weren't actually siblings. And I'm intrigued to see how they do it. Obviously, I don't think it's found out in the first book that they're not actually siblings. It's found out that they are siblings. But already, like, the little sprinklings of the misdirectingness is, like, appearing. Because I know the story, it's easier to see, but I'm like, how do they undo that? You know? Never seen the line executed in the way that everybody jokes about it being executed, but Clary let out a breath she hadn't realized she's been holding. I have never seen it actually written out before. Wow. We just got, where is it? Yes, well, I'm not like other guys from Jace. I'm only 100 pages in, yet so much, yet so little has happened. Like, Simon's gotta be so concerned right now. Okay, end of chapter 7, unexpected. I don't remember that in either the movie or the show. So there's a door that Clary just went through, and she's just there. I am confused. Look at the way this man sit. Oh, no, he moved his hands. Because I know that the way the movie did the scene with the Mortal Cup, it seems to be more accurate to the books. The way the movie did it seems more accurate, but the way the show did it, I don't think there was a downstairs neighbor. Like, I think they cut her out completely. Because I don't remember her from the show, but I remember her from the movie. But there seems to be, like, foreshadowing for stuff, because there was a mention of a city of glass, and then Clary had, like, this vision, in a sense, when she was passed out, where she saw Jace with wings, and then on the last cover of the series for the Mortal Instruments, it says City of Heavenly Fire, and Jace, it looks like he's on the cover, and it looks like he has wings. So I'm intrigued. The most interesting change that I'm finding that the show kept, and I think the movie kept as well, was that the runes stay, like that they don't disappear. But in the books, you draw your rune and then it slowly sinks into your skin and it disappears. But that symbol is just like kind of always there, but not. Kind of like a white tattoo almost. And then when you draw over it again. So that's just an interesting change to me. Because clearly having the runes disappear allows them to be in society more and walk around without people questioning why or why not. Like why they have that tattoos, and then because people could start noticing patterns, being like, why do all these groups of people have these tattoos? And then start questioning things. And they don't want that. It could be extremely wrong in my memory, and this could only be a show plot line and not a book plot line. But was Luke a shadow hunter that was then turned into a werewolf? Maybe. And was he parabatized with Valentine? Maybe. I don't know why I remember that. Because they're in like his house bookstore. Is he not a police officer in this one? Because in the show and the movie, wasn't he a police officer? Why did they make him a police officer? So, part 1 has commenced. Nope. Concluded. Part 2 is commencing. We just found out. Nope, brain's not working. We just found out that Clary's mom, Jocelyn, was married to Valentine. This is a big reveal to Clary, but not to me, because I know the story. Sorry, what? This is 2 chapters. But thoughts? I'm enjoying it a lot. It feels fun. It's bringing me back to memories I forgot I had. And let's see, wait, let's check. Let's update my story graph for the page count and see just how far I am. We are 30% through the book, guys. Look at that. We got a lot left to go. But we're doing it. We're doing it. We're making it through. We're vaguely remembering things. I am physically trying to figure out how they would. I can't remember how they play off like the twist of Jace and Clary being siblings when they're not actually siblings, but siblings. Because he just said that Jace's dad, oh gosh, Michael Whalen, your father, Jace, had left. So I'm like,
If his father was his father, then why even make it a thing that they're siblings?
but it also talks about Luke being the first to leave and it being like a blow to Valentine because they had been very close. So I think I'm remembering correctly that they're parabatai. And then they keep talking about the Glass City, which is Idris. Idris? Yeah, Idris. So, and then book 3 is City of Glass. So I would assume we go there. Magnus! Magnus! In the show, he was one of my favorite characters. So I'm very excited that he's here now. Well, going to be. Because the next chapter is called Magnus Bane. So I'm getting
getting far, guys. Look at that. Look how much I've read.
I am confused. So there's Kaylee, spelled interestingly. That's a weird sound. That is at this diner, and Jace went up and put his arm around her and she snuggled in. Does Jace have a girlfriend? Does Hodge betray them? He specifically asked Clary not to show Jace the photo of all of them because there's a photo of his father. But if he's aware of Valentine's plans to be like, you're my child, but you're not, wouldn't he be like, you can't show this photo, or he'd be able to recognize that dad isn't his dad? The vibes are vibing. They all just got ready for the party. This is like just, it's perfect. It's perfect. And it's great. And I need the rest of the series so I can keep making videos on it, because now I'm just set. This is gonna happen. I'm making a series on reading the whole series. It's very vague in my memory. The other Mortal Instruments, like the Sword and the Mirror, I don't remember. Were those also hidden in, like, paper? When does that come into play? Because we haven't really seen anything about Claire being able to put things into paper yet. Yet that was in both the show and the movie. I haven't read in a few days, so
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
hopefully I can finish it. Fingers crossed. I just need to call out something that I think is so unrealistic. Clary says this word. I'm not going to even try and pronounce it, but...
Exsanguinate.
Exsanguinate it to death. No 16-year-old would know what that word is. I turned 21 in 6 days. I don't even know it. I had to Google the word. And you're telling me a 16-year-old know what that means? No. No. It's impossible. Like...
Exsanguinate.
No. Raphael's a vampire, right? Like, he could easily be leading them into a trap. So I got distracted. It's like 9 o'clock now. I did not read since chapter 14. I worked on my tiny house and got a cut. So I just wanted to include this update here while it's occurring, because I know I mentioned cutting my fingers with scissors, but I now just slammed my finger in the door. So this finger's cursed. I'm in pain. And wise word to anybody. If one of your fingers are hurt and you're closing a door, do not stick that finger out while closing that door. But yeah, back to your regularly scheduled video content. And when I say tiny house, I don't mean like a home. I mean like an actual like tiny house. I'll just show you. Tiny house. Don't mind this. I think I'm getting sick. I was just sick, so I'm very upset by that fact. But here we are. I'm mainly upset because my birthday's on Thursday. And yeah. I need to talk about something. So I stopped reading earlier this morning because I'm getting sick. I can feel it in my brain. And the book describes in so much better detail how Clary can grab objects out of art that she does. Like in the show and in the movie, I swear it was just kind of like, this is a thing she can do. But in the books, it's like, it's her art combined with runes. And I'm like, that makes so much more sense than her just being able to do this thing that nobody else can do. I don't ever remember in the, like, Alec was never scared to fight demons or anything. He had his cool bow. I don't know why he's so scared. He's a badass in the show. That fight was so good. Because I don't necessarily remember a lot of that fight from the show. I more remember it from the movie. They included everybody. Simon got to use a bow and arrow. Fabulous. That is the cutest thing, where Alec like comes to consciousness, is like, did I kill it? And then Jace was gonna and then Jace went to like tell him, I'm assuming that he didn't kill it, but then Claire was like, yes, it's dead. Basically being like, you killed it, even though he didn't, but like, it's so sweet. Okay, so Valentine just stepped through a portal and took Jace with him, and he says he'll be with his father soon where he belongs. I know Valentine isn't his actual father, right? But they do a ploy where they say he is. So why even say that? Because also, that like is alluding, if anything, he'll be with his father soon where he belongs, which is alluding to him being killed. I don't know. I'm on chapter 20 now. I am confused. Oh my god. We're almost to part 3, guys. We're almost to part 3. Yeah. I can't bend this finger. Okay. So we're with the Luke reveal of him being a wealthy wolf. And it's just, you're a werewolf? Yep. Okay. What is gonna happen? Because, this doesn't even go along with anything of my memories now. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I know what's gonna happen, but like, I don't know what's gonna happen, you know? It is the next day. We've got basically 85 pages left. So, let's get to reading. We just got the "this is my father" realization in the same chapter that Clary realized that this is my father. I know it's all a lie, but I can't remember how like that lie then unfolds, you know? Oh my god, is there only 2 more chapters left? What? I know it's not true, but it still internally hurts because I don't remember how it's like found out that they're not actually siblings. There's a fly. So like, I'm like, ugh. So I still just have to read the epilogue, but we had like the whole reveal, you know? And I know they're not actually siblings, but it's weird with how they're acting like right instantly, being like, we're brother and sister. That's just who we are. Just a little weird. But I'm gonna read the epilogue and then I will share my final thoughts. Magnus cured Alec. Simon, she thought, had grown up a lot in these past 2 weeks. Just as she... It's been 2 weeks. It's only been 2 weeks. There's a fly. Done. I can't bend my finger. But it's done. I know they're not siblings. But for 2 people who just found out they're siblings, they're acting so not like siblings. Like, just... But it was good. I really enjoyed it. It was so good. I think I'm gonna give it
5 stars. I was gonna give it 4.5 because there's like some things in the book where I'm like, that line was unnecessary. But I think I'm gonna give it a 5 because it was really good. Because I love the show so much. It's just such a fun world where everything you want to exist exists. It's like the vampires, the werewolves, the fairies, the angels, the demons, the mermaids, the witches and warlocks, and like everything exists. And that's so fun. And yeah, if you want to see me continue the series, comment down below, please continue the series, or something along those lines, and give this video a thumbs up. I do think I will continue the series. If like this video doesn't get that many views, I may not, I don't know. But if I do make another video, it probably won't be until the new year, so just keep that in mind. But yes, I would love to continue reading the series on film for you all. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've read this book, let me know what you think of it. Please don't spoil the rest of the series for me though, because I don't really know a lot. But like, I know a lot, but like, I don't know anything, you know? Because I don't know if what happens in the show actually is what happens in the book to like a T. So I still don't understand why Luke wasn't a police officer, but I'm fairly positive that they made him a police officer in the show and in the movie. I understand where they would get that because his wolf pack's hideout was in like a Chinese shop, just like a police station disguised as a Chinese shop. He wasn't a police officer. So I don't know, but love it. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!